Recording.
Okay, so you tell me which questions we should be discussing, then we'll discuss them.
Yeah.
So we shall first discuss the integer type, and once the integer type is done, we shall discuss other questions too. Sharan, you can be in line. Okay, so 82nd question we shall first take up. How do we solve 82nd question? Who has solved 82nd question? Find the absolute value of the parameter t for which the area of this triangle is minimum. Whenever area of triangle is given, what is the formula that we use? We can use two formulae. One is we can use the determinant. Okay. But this determinant you can use only when it is in 2D. Now, what is given? It's in 3D. So, you cannot use the determinant. Many students make this mistake. They try to use the determinant, and instead of 1, they put Z1, Z2, Z3 and all. That is not the way to solve. So, then the way to solve is, we know that area of parallelogram is A cross B, and area of triangle will be half of A cross B. And what is A? What is B? Lohita, what is A? What is B? A is the first side of the triangle and B is the adjacent side of the triangle. Now, in this question, they have not given the sides. They have only given the vertices, isn't it? This point is -1, 1, 2. And this is 1, 2. And this one is P1. So now let us find what is vector A. How to find vector A? Final point minus. So vector A will be 2i cap, then 2 minus 1, 1j cap, and 3 minus 2 is 1k cap. Isn't it? This is what we have. And then vector B, this vector B going to be t plus 1 I cap, then 0 j cap, minus 1. So now determinant A cross B andre determinant allopa I j k, then 2 1 1 1 t plus 1 0. So when you expand, you will get I cap into half is there. So then what do we get? I cap into minus 1. Then minus j cap into minus 2 minus t plus 1. So you will get minus, correct. Minus 3 minus t. So when you multiply with minus, it will become plus. Okay. Then last May you will get k cap into minus of t plus 1. So I'll put a minus outside. So this will go inside, it will become plus. So then now what is a mod of this? Magnitude of this. Magnitude is nothing but half into root. I don't have to worry about root because if area is minimum, area square will also be. So directly you can forget the root. So that means 1 square plus t plus 3 whole square plus t plus 1 whole square. This should be minimum. So if this has to be minimum, its derivative should be 0. Isn't it? So when you differentiate this, you'll get 2 into t plus 3 plus 2 into t plus 1 should be 0. or this one 1 by 2 anyway will transfer the other side, right? So 0 into anything is. So then what do we end up getting? We end up getting 2b plus 4 is 0. This 2 also I can put it on the other side. So 2t plus 4 is 0. So t is. Okay, so what they have asked, find the absolute value. Absolute value means mod of minus 2. Absolute value means mod.
The P is minus 2.
Answer is 2.
We have said absolute value.
Any doubts or can we proceed? Okay, so 83rd question. It is said U is a vector on the rectangular coordinate system. That means XY plane. Rectangle means it's not 3D. It is XY plane. Okay. So this rectangular word means XY plane. And what is the sloping angle? 60 degree. That means angle made with the positive x-axis is 60 degree. So then how do I write this vector U? Vector U, because slope in a 2D plane andre angle made with x-axis. On XY plane, what is the meaning of slope? Angle made with x-axis. So now I write vector U as xi cap plus, because the slope is 60 degrees, how much is tan 60? Root 3. And in a 2D plane, tan theta is nothing but y component by x component. So if I assume the x component as xi cap, the y component will be root 3x j cap. So that the tan theta will give me how much? Root 3. So this is how I write. Okay. Although a vector means you'll write it as xi cap plus yj cap. But now we know the relation y by x is root 3. So y can be written as root 3x. Is this clear? Yes. So now quite simple. They are saying mod of u minus I cap. So what is u minus I cap? X minus 1 u minus I cap is nothing but x minus 1 I cap plus xi cap minus 1 I cap, which is x minus 1 I cap plus root 3x j cap. Now they are saying this is the geometric mean of mod u and mod of u minus 2i. So what is u minus 2i? It's x minus 2i cap plus root 3x. So now, which is the geometric mean? This fellow, the magnitude is the geometric mean. What is mod of this? X minus whole square plus 3x. Mod will be root, isn't it? So root of x minus 1 whole square plus root 3x whole square. Now, if this is the geometric mean, what does it mean? Geometric mean under this fellow square of the middle fellow should be equal to product of the other two. Middle fellow square should be product of other two. So this should be, so square of this should be root of x minus 2 whole square, root 3x whole square into root of x square plus root 3x. Understood? Okay, so here this and this will get cancelled. So now we'll have to simplify basically. You may have to square once more after this so that root will go, isn't it? So if you square again, okay, first let's see, expand this. What do you get? You get 4x square. Illi x square, mata illi 3x square. 4x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to root of
4x square.
4x square
That
minus
is 2x.
plus 4
That is compound
into
4x square.
4x square.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So probably now squaring on both sides.
So power 4 will come.
Yeah. May help.
Maybe it could be interesting.
Now when you square on both sides, this will get cancelled. Now use a plus b plus c whole square here. If a square, matlab 16 x power 4, then
Plus b square
plus
minus 4x square plus 1
minus 2ab 16x cube.
Yes.
When you multiply this, you'll get 8x cube, but 2ab.
Yes. Plus 4 8x. Yes.
This and this you multiply.
6. 8x square.
8x.
And then minus 4x.
Minus 2x multiplied by 2. Minus.
Okay.
Here you'll get 16 power
4
minus 16
x cube.
Then plus 15 x. Oh yeah. Got cancelled.
Cancelled.
Now 12x square is there here. 12x square and 16x square. What will be left with? 4x square. So 1 minus 4x equals 4x square, or 4x square plus 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Isn't it? So now what is x then? X is minus, you can write, you should use the formula. X is minus 4 plus only I'll put, mod cannot, because it's in first quadrant, x should be positive. Minus 4 plus root of 16, b square is 16, minus 4 ac, 16 plus 16 by 2. You get minus 4 plus 4 root 2 by 2. Minus 2 plus 2 by 2. Correct?
Yes.
So now this is x. This is x. So how much is mod u? Mod u is nothing but root of 4x square. Illi mod u. How much is mod u? Root of 4x square, which is nothing but 2x. So multiply this with 2. So basically, again you will get back this. So minus 4 plus 4 root 2. That is mod u. Now multiply that with root 2 plus 1. I'll pull out 4 common. So I'll have root 2 minus 1 into root 2 plus 2. So this is 1. A square minus b square. You will get 4 into 1, which is
4 root 2 minus root 2.
So this is a good question. Easy one only. So 85th question I'm going to discuss. 84th I discussed last class, but I'll discuss also again.
Correct.
85th I will first. Why I'm wanting to discuss 85 is, even in CET I had given 2-3 questions like this. Okay. So I want everyone to look at these terms with great attention. Whenever you see A plus B plus C equal to 0, moment you see this, you should understand that vector A, vector B, vector C form 3 consecutive sides of the triangle in cyclic order. When you see A plus B plus C is 0, you should draw it at the triangle. Okay. But in this question, they have not given A plus B plus C is 0. They have given A plus B minus C. So that means C is probably in the opposite direction. C is like in this case. Okay. And when they say mod A, mod B, mod C are all unit vectors, that means this is a equilateral triangle. Because A plus B plus C 0 means triangle. And if all mods are equal, that means the length of every side is equal. What type of triangle it is? Equilateral. So you have to understand, we are talking about what triangle? Equilateral. Okay. Now they are saying the area formed by vectors A and B is capital A. So equilateral triangle ka formula ಏನಪ್ಪ area √3 by 4 into A square, where A is the length of the side. How much is length of side? Just now we figured out 1. So that means area is √3 by 4. They are asking A square, which is 3 by 16 into 4. How much is that? 3 by 4. The answer is 0.7.
We should get 3.
Really? Then if the answer they are saying is 3, if somebody has written 0.75 also, we'll give full marks. If it has to be 3, it has to be 4a whole square. Then it will be 3. Logan. If the question was 4a the whole square, then answer will be what? 3. Because 4a will give √3. Then it's
area of triangle vectors A.
Now vector A and B, you understood that this is equilateral triangle. Means formed by vectors A and B as adjacent sides.
So it is the area of the whole triangle.
Yeah, area of the whole triangle. So see how easy this is.
So we get √3 by 2.
Right?
Oh, if we apply what Ramsar told, then you have to like this. Transpose C to the other side, square on both sides, we'll get angle between A and B.
Okay.
Then take cross product, mod A, mod B, sin theta.
We'll
get theta 60. Right?
We also got theta 60.
So sin theta is √3 by 2 or 1. So √3 by 2, √3 by 2 is A. √3 by 4 is A.
Half base into height. No. He took only A cross B. A cross B is area of parallelogram. Half of A cross B is the area of line. Okay, sir. So I'll erase the board if you're done. What is the learning here? Learning is whenever you get A plus B plus C is 0, you should write that as triangle. Even if A plus B minus C is 0, minus C should be in this direction, cyclic order. So C will be in opposite direction. We'll just finish off 84th for those who are absent. Because 84th also, you can put a star mark. Very often in JEE, they ask like this questions. Okay. So 84th, you should put a star mark. Okay. Let us read the question. A, B, C are unit vectors. And A dot B is 0. And A dot C is also what? 0. That means A is perpendicular to B and A is perpendicular to C. That means A is perpendicular to B and C. That means I can assume B and C to be in the XY plane. So A should be in the Z axis, along the Z axis. Because if B and C are in XY plane, A has to be Z axis, only then it will be perpendicular. Isn't it? So now, how do we proceed with this question? There are many ways to solve this. When they ask mod, see here, mod A cross B minus mod, then A cross C ka whole mod. First thing, when these type of questions come, you should pull out vector A common. So you will get A cross of B minus C. Now, you treat A as the first vector, B minus C as the second vector. What is formula for A cross B? Mod A mod B
minus C
into sine theta. N cap, when you don't take mod, you will get. When you're taking mod, see, actually A cross B is a vector. A cross B is vector. So you would have put n cap, but when you take mod here, how much is mod of n cap? 1, because n cap is unit vector. Mod of that is. Now, mod A is nothing but how much? 1. For finding mod B minus C, you should use parallelogram law. Root of B square plus C square minus 2BC cos theta. They have anyway given what is angle between B and C. How much is that? 60. Now, what is the angle between A and B minus C? It is 90 degree because A is assumed to be along that axis and B minus C is going to be along the XY plane. So, here this sine theta is nothing but sine 90. So, sine 90 will be how much? 1. So, then because all of these are unit vectors, you will have 1 into root of 1 square plus 1 square minus 2 into 1 into 1 into cos 60, which is will get cancelled. So root 1. Yes.
I use a different logic too. A cross B, we know angle between A and B.
Okay.
So that is mod A, mod B sin theta. Theta is like theta.
And A.
1.
Okay.
A cross C is also 1. So we'll get 0 inside.
Okay. What is the mistake there? Pranav, spot the mistake. He's saying A cross B is mod A, mod B sin theta. What was the mistake in his statement? A cross B is mod A, mod B sin theta into n cap. N cap is the normal vector. So for first fellow n cap will be something else. For second fellow n cap will be something else. Now how you can assume that they get cancelled? Most of them have done this mistake. Many have written 0 as the answer. 0 is not the answer. Because A cross B is mod A, mod B, sin theta, n cap. And n cap is a vector perpendicular to A and B. And that vector will be different from the vector perpendicular to A and C. Both the n caps will be different. You can't cancel the vectors. Okay, so we'll proceed. Did everyone get 86? I think one of the easiest integer type questions was 86. Many people are not reading integer type. This is PUC level 86. You will get in PUC also. See, 86, not Rapa. A and B are the adjacent sides of parallelogram and they have given vector A and vector B. Now tell me, students, if this is vector A and this is vector B and I complete the parallelogram, what is this diagonal?
A plus.
This is nothing but A plus B. What is this diagonal? That is A plus B. What is this diagonal?
A minus.
This will be A minus B. Why A minus B? Because if this is vector A, this is vector A, I can write this also as vector A because both are parallel. And now this resultant is originating due to vector A and minus B. Because if B you reverse, you'll get minus B. So A is like this, minus B is like this. So iska resultant is this. So now how do you know which is the longer diagonal? You should find A plus B and A minus B and magnitude of both, whichever is bigger. Obviously, here I think A plus B only is going to be big. Why? Because in A plus B, everything gets added. So 3i cap, 6j cap, 1k cap. So root 49 you will get. 7. Root 49, which is 7. 86 is easy question. Okay. How many got 87th? That also is board level. Easy question. 87th. They are asking angle between this vector and this vector should be acute. Whenever angle is acute, what is A dot B formula? Mod A, mod B, cos theta. Acute angle andre, cos of an acute angle is positive. Mod A, mod B is also. Andre A dot B should be positive. Step. Such a simple question this is. Simply A dot B should be positive. Dot product tagolra. What do you get?
2x square.
2x square minus 3x
plus 1
should be greater than 0. Now use the wavy curve method. So you'll get 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 greater than 0. So what are the roots?
X either 1.
Half, 1. So positive, negative, positive. So either this region or
that.
And remember greater than 1. So 1 is not included. 1 is. Now read the question. They are asking the least positive integer value. In this side, do you get any positive integers? So you should only look at this side. And in that, which is the least positive integer? Which is the least positive integer? 2. The least positive integer is 2. Okay. So we'll stop here, students. I think you have to go to that class.